So you want to lose fat fast, like really fast. And I have the secret just for you today. But I don't want you to tell anyone about this. Are you ready? This will be the most insane thing you've ever heard. Don't. Because when you want to lose weight super fast, the reality is you're going to do the complete opposite. You're going to end up bigger with more body fat and most likely less muscle mass than you have right now. This video is super important in modern times right now when people are taking fat loss to the extremes by using drugs. The rebounds that we are seeing in society right now because people are trying to lose body fat with no patience at all is crazy. People are losing 50 to 100 pounds of body fat and then regaining even more within just a few years afterwards, after having spent money on medicine that can help this fat loss. I'm here today to tell you how to do this in a way that I have helped over 700 people by now worldwide lose belly fat, lose body fat, become healthier, become more confident, build structure in their life so they achieve more on a day-to-day basis. Guys, there is no shortcut to this. And if I can leave you with just one tip today, just one thing that you will remember, I will give you a lot of information today, but one thing is, the slower your fat loss is, by the end of it, the better you are going to look. The longer time you can stick to your deficit, the better your end result is going to be. Guys, listen, if I could get people a faster result by doing a crazy deficit, get my clients through the phase faster, happier, everything, I would do it. Guys, I've been doing this for 15 years. I've tried it all. Keto, PSMF diet, carnivore, the list of all these fats that people are doing, I've tried it all. I know firsthand it doesn't stick. Because if you cannot live the way you lose the weight, if you cannot live the method that you're using to lose the weight, there's going to come a day where you stop the diet or you get off this extreme method. And do you know what happens then? If the transition from the way you lost the weight to how you live normally is too big, can you guess what's going to happen? You're going to regain all the weight again. And what happens when you're in a massive calorie deficit? The majority of the weight that you're losing is going to come from muscle mass. Muscle mass is what makes you look good. It's the opposite of being skinny fat. Your metabolism is going to decrease. Your BMR is going to decrease. You burn less calories on the daily. So when you go back to eating how you did before, you're going to gain even more weight because your body burns less calories. It's the worst thing you can do for you. Muscle is not just something the bodybuilders have. It's the longevity organ that we have. The more muscle mass you have, the longer you're going to live. And no, I'm not talking about those bodybuilders who's injecting themselves with more steroids than the pharmacy has and dies at 25, okay? That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about healthy ways of building and maintaining muscle mass. The more you have, the more functional you're going to be. I saw a woman at 90 years old complete an Ironman the other day, right? And at the same time, I see people at 70 that can't even walk. That's the difference there. Muscle mass. That has been cardiovascular training as well. But just from a functional standpoint of moving your body around, muscle mass is the organ of longevity. You have to protect it at all costs. And when you're doing your massive calorie deficits, you're jeopardizing it. For the love of God and my love to you as another human being, I want the best for you in life. Please stop doing these massive calorie deficits. You need to understand that if you can lose between 0.5 to 1% of your body weight every single week, you have nailed it. If you could do that while you're eating 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight or 2 grams of protein per 1 kilo of body weight, you have nailed it. If you can go to bed at night and just be like slightly hungry and not ravenous and starving, you are nailing it. If you wake up in the morning and you say, I can do another day of this easy, You are nailing it. Fat loss is not about how fast can I go. It's about how long can I sustain this. Guys, I'm going to say that again. That is so true. Fat loss is not about how fast you can go. It's about how long can I sustain this. And yes, you got to go through periods with like reverse diet and this and that. But most people don't even make it to that. Most people do 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they regain everything again. I want you to leave this video today understanding that fat loss is not about speed, it's about duration. It's about mimicking a method to your current lifestyle as close as possible so the transition isn't too big when you come to the end of it. I'm going to give you 3 examples now of why people fail their fat loss. Maybe you can relate. Number 1, like I said, it's just damn too aggressive. You will see massive energy crashes on the daily, and you will have uncontrollable binge eating episodes. Food will consume your mind, and the only thing you think about is snacks, chocolate, crisps, ice cream, and you cannot wait until you can have something. And when you have something, you are not going to be able to stop. Because of this, the more aggressive your deficit is, the shorter it will last. Reason number 2, people have no structure. People wake up in the morning, they don't know what they're going to eat and when they're going to eat or where they're going to eat, but I'm going to just not eat at all, and guess what's going to happen? They're guessing calories, there's no plan, and there's no routine about anything, and they're relying on willpower, not structure. And when you rely on willpower, you are going to lose. And I don't care how many YouTube videos you are watching for discipline and willpower. If you are not living, following structure and routines that will take the need for willpower discipline out of it, you're going to lose. Sorry. And reason number 3, you have the all or nothing mentality. Meaning that if you're in a calorie deficit and you have a piece of chocolate and you think to yourself, I have failed, so I might as well have another. And you know the end to that story. And it's not pretty. It's going to end with some pretty wild weekends where you wake up Monday morning and you're like, what the hell just happened? You step on the scale and you have a pretty bad morning. And then we're going to enter the yo-yo cycles. So maybe you could relate to some of those things, and I'm going to progress now to tell you how to do this. And guys, please listen. Please, I want you to be successful. And it's really simple. You need to go through every day with a moderate deficit, 300 to 600 calories. You need to put yourself in a position where you are not starving, but you need to be slightly hungry. If you're not hungry, you're not in a deficit. Slightly hungry. You want to have high protein at each meal. When you eat more protein, you burn more calories just from digesting the protein, 3 times the amount that you burn from digesting carbs and fat. That's pretty good interest rate on that. You're going to have more stable energy. You're going to have less energy crashes. You're going to have less binge eating episodes because your blood sugar is more stable. You're going to look for less snacks because your blood sugar levels are more stable. You're going to get better recovery from your gym. You're going to get better gym results from your sessions because there's actually enough amino acids for you to recover. So look at it this way. Your protein will help keep your diet and your journey under control. You remove the protein, you remove your safety net. Number 3, guys, you have to increase your daily steps. Stop doing all these stupid cardio workouts for burning calories because it ramps up your hunger like crazy. Trust me, you have to use steps. There's a reason why everyone bangs on about it. And there's nothing magical about 10,000 steps. It's just a number that is quite satisfying, right? It's quite more satisfying than 9,999, right? But anything from 7,000 to 12,000 in that ratio. The more steps, the more calories you burn, of course, but it takes time and you need to have time. Maybe you need to get a walking pad at home, right? Like the excuse you don't have time is not okay. It's not acceptable. Don't tell your body that you don't have time for taking care of your body, right? That's just, you're lying to yourself and it's going to come back and bite you in the ass in the end. But you can buy a walking pad. So when you're at home at night, when you're watching Netflix, you can actually catch 5,000 or 6,000 steps watching a movie. Yes, that is very, very true. You can also do it while you're working. Also very true. So there's no excuses here. 7,000 to 12,000 steps. Trust me. If you walk outside, it's going to be better for your mental health. Guys, you need to strength train 3 to 4 times every single week. If you train 3 times every single week, stop the bro split, stop the push-pull legs. No, you need to do 3 full body sessions. So you can hit each muscle group from 8 to 12 reps every single week. 3 full body sessions, or even on the 4, same thing. You can do push-pull legs, full body. You can mix it up, but the most effective way if you're training less than 5 days is just full body sessions. And it feels much better anyway to leave the gym feeling you worked your whole body instead of just your biceps and your back. It's going to keep your metabolism higher, it's going to maintain your muscle mass, and it's going to keep your energy high as well. And you're going to look much better. Nobody wants to do a fat loss and then reveal a skinny fat physique. Like, that is the worst. Not pointing any fingers at anyone that has a skinny fat physique, but I want you to finish your fat loss and be so fucking proud. Not look in the mirror and feel disappointed. That's the muscle mass that separates you look in the mirror and be really happy and proud and what I just explained. Please, strength train. You don't need to do cardio for the sake of just getting your results. For heart health, maybe, but prioritize the majority of your time in the gym for building muscle mass. And here comes the most important one of all of these, because I see how many people fall victims for this. Guys, you have to control your weekends. Guys, please. I know you're young. I know there's so many things happening in the world and you don't want to miss out. But I'm telling you right now, you will enjoy these weekends so much more when you finish your fat loss and you're happy with how you look and feel. You're going to have to be willing to just sacrifice that a little bit now. But it's worth every bit. You need to plan the meals you have in the weekend. If you head into your weekend just winging it and hoping for the best, I can tell you, with a lot of experience with people, it doesn't work. You will eat too much calories. And you will ruin the work from Monday to Friday or Monday to Thursday. You need to schedule and structure. Are you going to drink alcohol? Okay, cool. It's going to be slow. The fat loss will be slower if you're drinking alcohol. But how much are you going to drink? Tell yourself, oh, I'm going to have 3 drinks tonight, and then stick to that. Don't head into like an evening out with the boys and say, I'm going to try and cut it short. You end up drinking 9 pints that are 200 calories each. And that's just the alcohol. Then comes all the food, right? 95% of fat loss attempts fail because people cannot control their weekends. So start there. Don't become a part of the 95%. Be a part of the 5% that makes it. Those are the people who structure their weekends and structure their food throughout the week. That's going to be you. Listen, guys, you can lose weight fast, but it's not always just about weight. It's about losing body fat. It's about keeping body fat off once it's gone. It's not worth losing if it's all going to come back on afterwards again. And the only way that you can make sure that you're losing body fat and you keep it off for good is if you do it in a sustainable way. Guys, 300 to 600 calorie deficit. Please take my advice. I love you as a human being. I want you to be successful. I hate seeing the world falling apart. People are literally dying at a younger and younger age right now because they cannot take care of their own health. People are going on GLP-1s and losing a ton of weight and then regaining everything again and losing their hair and losing their muscle. And it's terrible, guys. Guys, you can fix it. You can fix it right now. Listen to this advice. Go implement it. And if it's not working, send me, comment on the video below. Ask for help. I would love to help you. There's links in the bio on how you can get in contact with me. I'd love to reach out and have a talk about how a structured, sustainable plan looks in your life and how you can actually execute this with consistency. This is what I do for a living. And I love helping as many people as possible. And if you like this sort of no BS advice content, no overstimulation, then click the subscribe button. I'll put out videos 2 times every single week. I just had a little hiatus. I was trying to find a video editor, but it's all good now. We're back, okay? Every Monday, every Thursday, you're going to get a video on fat loss, muscle building, lifestyle, all of the stuff, okay? I appreciate your support. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.